Good morning. We'll call to order the City of Hammond Board of Public Works and Safety meeting of February 16th, 2014. Roll call. Here. Here. Item 4, approval of the minutes of the meetings of January 16th and 23rd.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item A, we have correspondence from AT&T requesting permission to dig around Lincoln and Pearl Street.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve their digging request.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item B, we have a contract with WPWX for advertising in an amount not to exceed $2,000. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item C, we have an amendment to the water rate contract between Hammond Waterworks, Chicago Heights, and the City of Hammond. Is there a motion to approve? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item D, we have disposal authorizations from the Hammond Police Department. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item E, we have a notice of violation for the property at 1419 Truman.
We did this inspection back in November, I believe. We're going to be asking for the removal of the basement apartment and the garage apartment. The owner is complying. I'll hand this to you. The basement had a ceiling height of, I believe, 6'8.5". There's no fire separation from the basement apartment to the second floor or the first floor. Minor egress issues, windows being too high. With the garage, we had a permit to build a one-car garage in 1949, and now it is an apartment. The owner's complying with all of our orders.
What's your pleasure?
That we approve their findings. Make a motion that we approve their findings.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion
Thank you.
carries. Item F. We have correspondence from the owner of 584 Sibley. At the time, we held a hearing on her property.
I'm sorry, Mr. President, I couldn't hear the feedback. Was the correspondence?
Hello.
This is for the hearing for the property at 584 Sibley.
Correct. Due to a family emergency, I would like to ask the hearing for continuance.
Did we already hear this?
Heard it last time he was here, he was supposed to get a general contractor to go in and verify that there's fire separation between the 4 units. We're contending that it's a 2-unit that's been converted. At one point, it was a 7-unit that's been converted back. We got a message, yeah, it's actually been affirmed back in July. We have communication with a Mike Triumph, who was a home inspector regarding the property. At that time, Matt told them that they were going to need to hire a general contractor to verify that fire separation. The home inspector is not required to inspect building codes.
I was under the impression we already took action on this.
We did in July. They came back, they said they didn't get proper service. We gave them proper service. Came back and told them that they contested that it is a 4-unit, then get a general contractor to verify the fire separation. That hasn't happened.
How long ago was that when we told them that they're gonna get a contractor?
Matt spoke with the home inspector on January 8th. This was continued from,
Go back down.
It must be.
So that's like 30 days?
it's been over 30 days.
So is the city prepared to have the hearing today?
I don't have a file in front of us, we can certainly get that, but it's been affirmed, it was affirmed in July, by 22nd. Board of Public Works affirms removal of first floor and second floor apartment.
Mr. President, is this man the property owner? Because he seems to indicate that he's here for somebody else.
Yes, I am. I'm here for the property owner.
Are you here for the property owner, or are you the property owner?
No, that's why I said it was a family emergency. The property owner couldn't be here.
And that was the contention of proper, not proper service. It's under Michelle Brown, I believe.
Correct.
And what's your relationship?
Her husband.
Okay. What is your request?
Just a continuance.
Have you made any effort to have somebody inspect it, or?
Yes, we have. We've had a couple of people. I know one of the gentlemen that we spoke with said that he had been trying to reach the building department, and no one was returning, his calls or whatever.
We spoke to is that Mike Triumph?
Was it Mike?
On January 8th.
I know I did speak to, I had been talking with Mike Triumph too, and it was one other gentleman from another.
And we spoke to Mike
company.
Triumph on January 8th, told him that, as instructed by the board, and a request to get a general contractor to verify the fire separation.
Well, I know
We don't-
it was a couple of contractors that we had spoke with, and,
The only one that's called us.
Yeah, Mr. Brown, we set your property. Are you Mr. Brown?
yes, sir.
Mr. Brown, we set your property for a hearing on July 22nd of 2013.
Mhm.
Mrs. Brown wrote us a letter asking for a continuance, which we granted on July 22nd of 2013. But I believe I've seen you a couple times in front of the board, is that
Couple of
correct?
times,
And each
correct.
time you've come, you've asked for a continuance, is that correct?
No.
No, you
No,
haven't
this-
asked for a continuance?
This is the first time. Well, no, I mean, I don't think we even made the first hearing. That's why we had to ask for the hearing. We didn't even make the first hearing.
So what's the reason that you need a continuance today?
Because she's not here right now, so as far as the owner, like I said, it was just a family emergency.
So how many attempts have you guys made to contact somebody to come look at the problem besides this guy that Mr. Kearney's talked to?
Several.
And what's the outcome?
Well, some people will tell us, well, we don't know if they're going to accept us because we're not contracted or licensed for Indiana or
Done that.
this and that,
Pardon me?
That would be easy to fix. They could become a licensed contractor.
And I'm confident that there's no fire separation. If they give me a report that is, and we can contest that or address that at the time. I have no paperwork that says anything is.
What do you
So
guys
that's totally what this is about, a fire separation.
Well, it's kind of important to me.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Kelly, what's your,
This is actually originated from a fire.
yeah, what, I know. What was your, what do you guys want to have done, Kelly?
Yes, converted back to the 2 unit.
And that was affirmed in July?
Correct.
And he asked for continuance because they were never,
It was,
So they didn't get proper service.
it was,
and you did service them.
We service them when they've been here 3 times since.
Is it presently occupied?
One unit was under construction without a permit, and it was kind of something that was brought up in the last hearing, is that he asked, how does this get converted from a 7-unit to a 4-unit? And I said the same way that that apartment gets remodeled without any permits. We don't know, no permits to do the work. Don't know how it got converted.
Is there people living in the building now, Mr. Brown? Is it
Yes.
being rented out?
2, yes. It's a 4-unit, so it's like half empty now, so. Now, I do have a question as far as the fire separation. as I said, the day of the fire, I should have got the gentleman's name. I probably do have it in file, but he spoke pretty highly of the firewall. He said that, you know, it did contain the fire to one unit. Had we not had a firewall, I mean, no other unit in the building got anything but a little smoke.
I could testing is fire separation between the first and second floor. Testing is no fire separation between both apartments on the first floor and both apartments on the second floor.
That could have been because of our quick response.
I don't doubt that. The second floor is basically split right down the middle. Drywall wall, straight down the middle. One long hallway.
All right, I'd like to make a motion that we affirm the finding is in order in the removal of 2 apartments. 7 months has been long enough.
Actually started in April.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Item G, we have a deed restriction for the property located at 4109 Holman. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye, motion carries. Item H, we have a bid recommendation from the Inspections Department for 5339 to 45 Calumet to be awarded to the low bidder, Gary Material Supply, for $16,000. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye, motion carries. Item I, we have a request for a hearing on the denial of a business license for Malcolm Matthews. Do you have a date about 3 weeks out?
February 27th?
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. That hearing will be set for February 27th. Please notice Mr. Matthews. Or Mr., is that what it was? Yes, it was. Item J, we have correspondence from Attorney Smith acknowledging that he is exercising the continuance of his contract for collection of rental registration fees. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item K, we have a amusement device listing. Is there a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item L, we have correspondence from Councilman Higgs requesting information pertaining to businesses moving into available property.
In his district?
His request is specifically, I would like to know if you have received any information pertaining to future business moving into available property.
Maybe we should send that to Mr. Redevelopment, Mr. President.
I think we should refer that there.
I'll make a motion that it be referred to redevelopment.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Is there any matters from board members?
Yeah, we have findings on 5664 Walter. I'd like to make a motion that we approve these findings.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Any other matters? Is there any new or old business? Public expression. The meeting is now open to the public. Anybody from the public wishing to address the board, now is your opportunity to do so. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?